What is like the trick? Because I feel like my thing was singing. Like I feel like I do a podcast for like an hour, my throat is dry. Like how the hell do you control like just singing without like, I need to get a water?
Well, I actually do vocal lessons. I give them not too many because it takes up a lot of time, but I'll do like 1 or 2 when I feel like it to other people. And the biggest things are breathing. So make sure your breath is correct. Connection, make sure you're connecting. And then also your placement. Those are like the big 3 things. So when you're breathing, let me ask you guys, when you breathe, like breathe for a second. Wrong. Breathe for a second. Wrong.
Oh, God.
Think of your belly as a balloon and you want it to inflate with the air. So you're gonna like, and your belly should inflate and your shoulders should not be going all the way up. And if you look at babies, they breathe correctly. And then
this microphone is just me like.
Yeah, but if you look at a baby, you'll see they'll breathe correctly and then eventually we stop doing it. But that's one of the things that'll help you not be as tired. And practice. Perfect practice makes perfect.
Is this much better though?
It's hard to tell because half your body's under the table.
Oh, God, I don't know.
It kind of looks like an asthma attack, but it's
really. I'm trying not to move my shoulders really now. I'm already doing that like this whole week.
It takes a lot of practice. It does. It really does. And it's just consistency.
Well, you said breathing, but you also said placement. What is the placement?
Placement, you could have like a wider placement. So it's more like belting or it's like, it's over here a little bit. Or you can do something a little bit more classical and it'd be more taller. Placement was like, right? It's over here. So yeah.
Wow.
Wait, question.
Yeah.
This is a podcast. It's going to be hilarious. Someone listening is like, what are they doing?
Yeah. Well, there's also
just
video.
Breathing and I'm just like,
Yeah. And they just hear like just out of breath in the corner. Like just.
They're like, what station is this?
Yeah. Hopefully they don't change it, guys. Come on. We're giving some good tips on singing here from a pro.
To sing.
Well, I'm glad you can at least give us. I thought you were about to tell us, like, I teach it, so I'm sorry. I can't say anything about.
Actually, that's $2.25 an hour. Cough it up.
God damn, I'm already now in the hole for this podcast. Okay, I see. All right, and what was the third? What was the second thing you said? It was placement.
What was the second thing I said?
Well, you don't want to give it
away. Connection.
Yeah, what is that?
Basically, a lot of people you hear sing through your diaphragm. That's not all the way correct. But imagine if you had your hand in front of your belly button and then on the opposite side of your back, and if you were like pushing against.
I'm singing.
So if you breathe in and inflate your stomach, like inflate your stomach, hold it, and then if you went, imagine pushing against, and you're almost pushing down. And so it's like you're pushing. It's hard to explain almost, but you're pushing down and then that's helping to connect. And you can hear when someone's connecting and when they're not, because it's hard to tell, but you can hear it.
I feel like you doing this since you're 2 years old, I feel like you're just like a natural. And like, I feel like this stuff you're talking about, like, I feel like, I don't know. Am I like, are you like, I'm like lost. I'm I'm like controlling all that.
For sure.
I've done vocal training before too. So I like understand. I've gotten those examples before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're like juggling.
Funny enough, I've been singing since I was 2, but I got vocal lessons from. I've always kind of taken them every now and then. But the teacher that I actually worked with, because sometimes it depends on your teacher as well. You don't connect with everyone, and that's okay. And that's not necessarily something bad on them. It's just an internal thing, so it's hard to like. It's all metaphors to try to get people to do things. It's like try a caramel sound, and it's like, what are you talking about? Yeah. But sometimes that works. But I had a teacher in college, and she really helped me to understand everything and to put it all together.
So you started doing this when you were 2, so you feel like you really like mastered it in college? Like
mastered it? Do I be humble? Yeah, sure. Yeah. I think that was like the final step of like understanding breathing, understanding. I think if you know how to correct yourself and you know how to better yourself, I think that's when you've kind of gotten into the area of being like, okay, I've mastered this. When you know what you're doing wrong and know how to correct it.
You know what I've been trying to learn recently? I'm trying to learn some music theory myself because I don't really know. What do you think about this music theory? Is it really this hard? Like, I feel like I'm breaking my head.
Is. There's a meme when I was, because I went to school for music. So there was a meme where it was like a rocket scientist was talking to another rocket scientist and they're like, come on, it's not that hard. It's not music theory.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that meme too.
It can get, I was really good in the first 2 semesters I took it. And then I accidentally took a third that I didn't need to apparently. And I was so lost. I mean, my advisor was the teacher and he passed me with like a C. And I went to tutoring like every day. And this is the only class I've ever like needed to tutoring for. And it was, you get like German augmented fifths and you.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably other.
It gets to a point where like, all right, do, re, mi, I've got it.
Yeah.
First, a third, a fifth, the root. That's all I need for now.
Shiv's my only music theory guy. Like he's the only guy I know that knows this.
Oh, you know
or
music
does
theory?
Do you know all of it now?
Well,
I feel like you've been.
I would say I know it well up until you get to like that point, like the
when you start getting like the jazz route
outside of major and minor, when you're talking about scales outside,
like Lydian, start
like,
getting into the different scales.
Like,
I want to do more
Dorian scale.
Dorian
Got
scales.
no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna be honest.
I studied it at some point. I had them memorized, but it's just it never comes up in Western music. I've never seen like
you have to practice it.
Yeah.
That's why jazz players are better at it because they have to kind of learn it for their thing, and then they're always
and then
practicing
they
that.
break it.
Yeah, they just can work it in.
I just learned like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you know? I don't know. That's where I'm at right now.
At least you didn't go to H. You're doing great.
There's no
H apparently. So
there's no H.
That's what I've just learned.